Hello, Paul. This is in response to your vlog that you made me. As you can see, I do not have anything as majestic as Upper Temple, Nawakwa, but I do have the majesticness of the Dutch Apple parking lot, as well as the driveway leading up to said parking lot. First, we have the lovely beer distributor right next to the theater. And then over here we have a bar that a lot of the actors frequent after performances called Loxley's, named after the castle that Batman's hooded sidekick used to live in before his parents ran away for the circus. A very common tragedy among superheroes, or at least so Batman teaches us. And here, nestled right next to the bushes, just so happens to be a fence that leads into a mystical world. I wonder if I'll meet Robert De Niro if I go through this portal. Sadly, no Robert De Niro or an airship, Paul. I tried. But this is where you do a lot of food shopping and eating in between shows if we're feeling hungry and want to risk losing money. As you can see, Paul, Dutch Apple parking lot, not as majestic as Upper Temple, which is why I decided to bring you to Long's Park. Yes, Paul, Long's Park. Sponsored project of Sertoma and home of the world's largest chicken barbecue, held normally in May, also by Sertoma. A chicken barbecue that they've been promoting for the past 60 years with a show that they don't do at the amphitheater that they built. A show, Paul, that they decided to put the trust of a complete amateur, that would be me, to stage manage. Paul, the whole reason I brought up the amateur bit is because everyone, with the exception of our sound designer and a drummer, are in fact amateurs working on this whole production. And Paul, I'm proud to be an amateur. In fact, it's the amateurs putting on the show for the chicken barbecue that raised the money in order to beautify this park. Keep everything nice and orderly so that the public can use it for whatever they need to. Petting zoos, live music, 4th of July, birthdays, weddings, all on the shoulders of amateurs that are doing this because they feel like it's a good cause. And in a day and age where everyone's more willing to criticize each other, it's easy to look at a product of an amateur and point out the flaws and mistakes that are staring right at them. But what those people who criticize for a false sense of intelligence seem to forget is that the only direction that amateurs can go is up. And the thing is, everyone's an amateur. Whether it's in writing, or stage managing, or acting, or love, everyone has to start somewhere. Whether it's finally getting that book published, or being able to keep track of a show, or finally getting a date, or being able to keep up a park that so many people within a community use. The only direction you can go when you're an amateur is up. And Paul, I'm happy to be going in that direction.